Hey there, welcome back once again to the Tech Choice Bootcamp, the UI UX design track. And this is a continuation of Module 4, which is the define phase of the design thinking process. And in the previous video, we talked about empathy mapping, we talked about identifying the user pain points and developing user personas. In this video, we'll be talking about extreme users. In creating personas, our aim is to describe a personality that represents our most likely or mainstream users. So, mainstream users are our target audience. They are also users whose needs, knowledge, use, or adoption of our product or similar products fall outside the mainstream. These users offer valuable insights into how our product is being or will be used. This category of users are called extreme users. People living with disabilities often have additional needs from the general population. Considering their needs will, first off, ensure that the products we design are inclusive. Also, we ensure that our products meet the needs of people with abilities different from the general population. In introducing a new product to the market, our aim is often to solve a problem. There are, however, people who have already found ingenious ways to solve these problems. These people have knowledge of the problems and have identified solutions on or hacks for them. We'll call this category of extreme users hackers, the good type. When new products are introduced into a market, their adoption often follows the innovation diffusion theory. The theory explains how innovation spreads until it reaches the mainstream, which is our target audience, and categorizes users by their speed of adoption. So the first category is the earlier or early adopters, which is typically the first 15% of the population to adopt this new innovation. Then the other category is the laggards, which is typically the last 15 of the population to adopt. So let's call the earlier adopters advocates and the laggards skeptics. This is Esther has been chosen as an extreme user because she has a well-defined process of buying second-hand clothes. She knows what to look out for. She is a hacker. Esther said that she buys fairly used clothes because they are cheap, so she spends less. And when buying, she looks out for dark colored clothes because light colored clothes get stained and fade easily. And she doesn't pick the ones that have holes. And when buying, she looks out for the grade A. The grade A are actually expensive ones, but their neck is still firm and they're not faded. So this graph is showing the trend of adoption where we have the early adopters at the first 15%, then the laggards are at the late 15%. When dealing with unstructured data, identifying themes help us to get the most out of our data. We can look for specific patterns we already suspect while trying to explore this data as if we don't know the exact thing we are looking for to begin with. So the steps to identifying themes is first, you capture important parts of your interview notes. The second is to look for themes. Then the third is to review these themes. Looking for themes is an iterative process where you move notes on your board back and forth to try to bring similar data together. Since we already have our data on post-it notes, we can easily move the notes around to visualize relationships between our notes and themes. Since themes might be sub-themes to others, some can become themes themselves, while some can remain redundant. After identifying our themes, we review and refine them by reading through all the notes under each theme to ensure that they support the theme. If there are contradictions, create more sub-themes or move the contradicting notes to other themes where they might fit. This is a picture of how we identified some themes from for our research data using the mirror board. So the main theme here is disposing babies used clothes. Then we have two sub themes under the main theme, which is digital products they use and why users don't sell. Also under digital products they use, we created sub themes, which is the pain points and the motivations, and pain points also under why users don't sell. And that brings us to the end of module 4 of this bootcamp, the design track. We move on to brainstorming, and that will be on our next video. Thank you. Bye.